Excuse me, you made a mistake. Those peaches aren't 59 cents a pound, they're 89 cents. Honesty is the best policy.
What are you trying to do, Rose? Qualify for some kind of scout badge?
Well, I can't help it if I'm an honest person. Obviously something you don't know anything about.
What are you talking about?
When you bought panties.
Rose, I came over as soon as I got rid of the guys. Hey, what were you thinking dashing off that way?
I felt awful. That picture was meant for you.
You've broken my heart. I'm ashamed to call you my grandson.
Now look what you've done. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Bridget, I am shocked at your behavior. Why doesn't everybody just calm down? Bridget and Michael are adults. They went out. They had a great time.
It was nice. I wouldn't call it great.
The other great Southern writers like... all those that are so famous they need not be mentioned. Oh, girls, it's going to be so exciting. I am going to make a fortune. And I won't even have to use my imagination. My life is a romance novel. You'll...
Date.
Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham.
Honey, Michael, I thought you were touring with that band.
Great news, Ma. I quit.
You quit? You just got the job 2 weeks ago.
I know, but I feel like I'm in a rut.
Michael, how are you going to support your wife?
Oh, more good news. Lorraine and I separated.
What do you mean?
I think he means that he and Lorraine...
Only problem is, this year I don't think I'm going to make it.
What's the matter? Aren't you feeling well?
I ran away from the home to make the trip, and I think they're just about to catch up with me.
Are you Anna Egerman?
The sub.
I love that name. I earned that name.
Boy, you really got on my case. I appreciate what you did, Mrs. Zabornak.
Oh, please. Tilla.
You know, I just hit...
No, thank you.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Joe, I need a price check on some condoms. These 3 ladies here want a couple of boxes of the King George prophylactics.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hi, Rose. Rose, do you know offhand if 911 is the right number? Excuse me. Are we back to real life, or are the two of you performing a scene from Golden Boy?
Ladies, I've spent years working with this boy, watching him turn into a masterful musician. You yourselves have heard how he makes the violin sing. But his fate is in your hands. Please don't make him step into that ring tomorrow.
That's why I named it that. Magenta. No way to really explain it, but fortunately between friends you don't have to. Oh, Dorothy. Dorothy.
Art can be appreciated by humanity. Dorothy, you're here as a substitute teacher to educate our youth. And Rose, you're here because the rhythm method was very popular in the 20s. Okay? I'm going to the movies. Goodbye.
Rose, you don't want to go to France. Is that all that rich food, pigeons everywhere, that corny music? No, listen to me. See America first.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Because I just won a contest, and the prize was a honeymoon trip to Paris worth $50.
I sent a bullet to bite on.
Your choice, Blanche. Razor or cream remover?
Cheesecake. This reminds me of the first time I ever shaved my legs. It was at a slumber party when I was 11 years old. What's a slumber party without snacks?
Instead of cheesecake, let's have oatmeal cookies.
Pleasure to my life.
Where would they read that, Will Blanche? The Astrodome?
Or maybe I just do something like, to my sister Virginia, I hereby bequeath my diamond brooch, my collection of Wedgwood china, and all my stock in AT&T.
You have stock in AT&T?
I don't have any...
Not going to be easy to fake a fight with you.
What?
Now, I want you to promise that you're not going to laugh, but these past 3 days have been the lightest and the brightest that I've known since Edna passed, and I just want to thank you.
I'm glad.
A Picasso with mozzarella. A Rembrandt with tomato sauce.
I thought it needed more salt.
And garlic. It's a little flat.
Oh, wow! Look at this!
Boy, the place is really coming along.
Boy, I'll say it is.
I have to give you two credit. It looks...
These years. Oh, I wonder why Italian men are so romantic.
It's the tight pants, Rose. So tell me, who would you sign me up to bowl with?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Well, I am stunned. Just.
An awful lot of teeth and polyester.
Sophia, when are we going to be on?
We tape tomorrow afternoon in Hollywood.
You're kidding, Hollywood, California?
No, Rose, Hollywood on the planet Romulac.
Wait a minute, Ma, wait a minute. What do you mean, tomorrow?
That's what it says on these tickets.
Honey, they have to give us more time.
Oh, I need to know. Oh, now look, if you need a little bit more time, why don't I go to Europe, do what I have to do, and then I'll come back for you?
That's exactly what you told me 40 years ago. You never came back.
Yeah, but you got married. I figure we both made mistakes. We're even.
I don't think I made a mistake.
Ma, come on. If it's licensed by the state, your friend will be just fine there.
You don't understand. It's where people wind up when they can't afford a place like Shady Pines. It's the bottom of the barrel. I have to see if Lillian is okay.
Well, wait, Ma, wait. If it'll make you feel better, I'll take you.
Oh, good. Now, while we...
God, I'm hot tonight. I'm not going to stand for this. Take it, Dorothy.
But I bet you'll lay down for it.
Well, that was...
Never really told him I loved him, so I want to make sure I tell you.
Oh, pussycat. Dear Ma, thanks for giving me life, and thanks for making it good. I love you. And I love you too, pussycat.
Stunned. He didn't like any one of us.
Well, let's get out of here.
Oh, I'll meet you girls in the car. I forgot my purse.
Fletch.
Yes, Judas.
Like a bank, a department store?
Ocean Mist Retirement Hotel, Sundays noon to 1.
Ocean Mist, you know Molly Feinberg?
I don't think so. Wait a minute, you mean Molly Feinbaum?
I'm wrong. Ocean View, not Ocean Mist.
Feinstein, that's it. Gray hair, glasses.
Or is it Ocean Spray?
What's happening out there?
Shut up, I think I hear something.
I don't hear anything.
What was that?
Gunshots! Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, that could have been Al. We have to do
You
something.
heard what he said. We're not to move. We have to wait till he comes back.
Yeah, but what happens if he can't come back? Oh, thank God you're all right.
Is everything...
Well, yeah, you can fake it. I have a good doctor friend who will back you up.
I'm appalled, shocked, disgusted. How much money are we talking about?
A couple of 100,000 at least.
A couple of 100,000?
Of St. Olaf. And she was like, you know, in a real sweet, syrupy, you know, hello dear, it's Betty. Could I have a name for the mayor of St. Olaf? And I went, Handentil. Handentil. Mayor Hand... Well, she didn't like it either.
Sophia, we're playing hearts.
I know, I felt like drinking some. If I'm gonna get through a boring Saturday night with you two, I'll need a buzz.
Why are you so cranky?
I had plans with Mildred tonight. She waited until the last minute to call and cancel it.
Young man, this woman is doing you a favor. She's taking time from her own busy schedule. They don't know you have no life.
Kevin, no dice. You take it or leave it. These are my terms.
Look, Coach, you told me if I was nice to her, she'd roll over. I'm out of here. If you want to win tomorrow, it's...
How are we doing, ladies?
Well, to be honest, we're just a little nervous.
All right. Let's go over the plan one more time.
Check. At 1800 hours, we enter the suspect's domicile. At 1830 hours, we sit down to dinner. After wine is poured, at approximately 1840 hours, I begin telling...
Come on now, make you a big cup of coffee. Oh, darling, I smudged your makeup. Oh, I messed up your hair.
Just talk to him.
Hello? Uh-huh. 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 Okay, goodbye. We're back together.
You know, sometimes when you're...
I don't get to know?
No, Mom.
Okay, have it your way, but nobody can keep a secret from Sophia Petrillo. Whatever that guy's hiding, I could smoke it out of him in 3 or 4 quick questions.
Hello, ladies.
Perfect timing.
Ma.
So, Clayton, what do you think of this Miami weather so far?
Oh, I'm going to do something crazy.
Now, you just simmer down here, mister. Sit down here. I want to talk to you. Dorothy, listen, I know this isn't easy for you, so I'm going to let you in on a sorority secret that was passed on to me at Miss MacGyver's finishing school. Now, whenever you feel you're about to lose control, just take my hand and give it a little squeeze. I guarantee you'll feel a...
Do you see that I don't need anybody's help?
It's time for me to move on. My job here is done.
I always love it when you talk like the Lone Ranger. Ma, I want you to know that I support your decision. I think you'll make a great nun.
Thanks. I needed to hear that.
I love you, Ma.
I love you too, Tonto.
Ma, what are you doing?
Living. Pardonnez-moi.
I just can't study with the noise.
Fine, I'll stop breathing.
Look, I haven't studied since David arrived. My test is... Your face here after what you've done. Dennis, I think you should be leaving.
Mother Dorothy,
And
please.
do not call me Mother Dorothy. I hate it when you call me Mother Dorothy. I feel like I should be handing out rice on the streets of Calcutta.
Where is Kate?
Oh, she's not here.
She said she was coming here.
She left.
Where'd she? I have a surprise for Dorothy.
What? Now that you're off the blood pressure medicine, it's working again?
My God, Sophia, is there anything Dorothy didn't tell you about us?
Actually, yes. I didn't know she was pregnant until 4 days after the wedding.
Mario. Fights, vandalism. You were really a juvenile delinquent. But that's all behind you. Tell me, what do you do now?
I manufacture spray paint.
At least all that training didn't go to waste.
If not for the courage of that fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow.
Cheating on Dorothy left, right, and sideways. Oh, yeah. I love you.
Sophia, listen, I know I always haven't been the best son-in-law, but I've got other memories, good memories. The 4 of us watching TV on that ugly green sofa Sal bought from his boss. Summer weekends on the Jersey Shore. It hasn't been all bad.
It was a pleasure meeting you all.
Good night. Well, I guess that solves the mystery.
I'll say, who would have thought Blanche would date somebody that long in the tooth?
I thought his teeth were nice. What I couldn't believe was how old he was.
You know, sometimes I really cannot believe my ears. Physical. Eddie is the greatest lover I have ever had.
Come on, Dorothy. If we're going to do this, you have to tell me the truth.
No, I am telling you the truth. Honey, there is more to Eddie than meets the eye. Now, you have been carrying on for a week. It was only a toy animal.
Fernando was more than that. He was full of life. He was full of love.
He was full of stuffing, Rose. Now, look, you've got to get a grip on yourself.
I'm sorry. I know I'm behaving like a fool.
The vet?
Our prize hen, Henrietta, had some kind of a chicken disease. I don't exactly know what it was.
Chicken pox.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, I had an earache, so he saw us both at the same time.
We're talking about a millenniums-old symbol of the Pope's authority. Something so steeped in history and tradition that it makes even you seem middle-aged.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I'll bring it back. Resort on the Black Sea. For weeks, she frolics at this seaside resort and enjoys the company of many young men, all of whom adore her.
All of them?
Shut up and I work alone. All of them. When it's time to return to Sicily...
No, I won't. Because Mrs. Butel will be back by then. What am I supposed to say? Welcome home. How was your trip? Oh, by the way, here's Count Bessie.
Rose, honey, think of the positive things. Now, Count Bessie accomplished more in a few years.
Listen, I want you to think now very carefully. When you sent out those invitations, you did remember to tell everyone Sophia's really alive, didn't you?
Blanche, I'm offended. I mean, how dumb do you think I am? I made the freaking...
And we hire a band to play fish songs in pirate suits with muscles bulging. Your mouth is...
Sorry.
Well, you ought to be. What about Dorothy? She happens to be my friend.
There's no reason to bring Dorothy into this.
Hi, Elliot.
Well, hello, Rose. My, what is that marvelous scent you're wearing?
Fancy albacore tuna. I made a casserole for dinner.
Would you, sir?
Be appalled that Joe Isuzu wasn't played by an Asian actor. And number 3, under no circumstances walk on their backs. Even if they beg you. And they will. I hope you'll reconsider, have a potato day, see you. I'm not really a comedian. Oh boy, it's a little hot up here.
How hot is it?
I don't know, but it's really hot.
Hi-oh!
As I said before...
Okay, Dorothy, I'm going for a walk. If I don't come back, it's up to you to take care of Sonny Vanuccio. His address is on the table.
Ma, that's it. Now I want you to look at me and tell me this vendetta business is all a joke.
This vendetta business is all a joke.
Bobby, let's go. The exchange is going down. Move it.
What's going on?
Mr. McDowell, there's no time to explain. You just get on the floor and stay there. Is that clear? On the floor now.
Just so embarrassed to be seen in this old thing.
Don't worry, Blanche, the dress covers most of it.
Jerry, I'd like you to meet my roommate, Blanche Devereaux. What are they made of?
Dorothy, Rose. I don't know, Rose. I just want to forget the whole incident. It's been a terrible night, and I am very upset.
You mean because Gil dropped out of the...
Actually, that first night, I was kind of, well, appalled, I guess. But Charlie was very patient. It was really very nice. Your father was a wonderful man, Kirsten. Kind and warm and caring and never willing to let a friend or a neighbor struggle through hard times alone. But he was also the worst businessman to ever balance a checkbook.
But you always told us how successful...
We're talking about a millenniums-old symbol of the Pope's authority. Something so steeped in history and tradition that it makes even you seem middle-aged.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. I'll bring it back. Isn't it good to be back in the old neighborhood, Dorothy? Watching the kids playing Sora.
Is everyone all right?
Oh, everyone's fine. We just had a little accident.
Well, we didn't have a little accident. Lily had a little accident.
Blanche, please.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not used to your stove.
Maybe you shouldn't have been cooking on it, darling. Well, somebody could have gotten hurt.
I said I was sorry. It was an accident.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, Frank, I am aware of that. No, I'll have the money to you. How much is a new roof going to cost, Sid?
$10,000.
Well, how much is a patch job?
A couple of hundred. Look, can I use your phone? I gotta make an important call.
Yeah, go ahead. We have to discuss this.
Dorothy, we don't have 10,000.
And the happy Christmases. All those things happened, Stanley, and because they happened, I deserve better than a stinking phone call from my husband's legal representative. You had a choice, Stanley, and you took the easy way out, and it was a rotten thing to do.
That feather from Vito meant he's somewhere down here in Miami. So now it's up to me to take care of him.
Oh, Ma, come on. Do you really expect us to believe that you're going to go through with this?
Believe what you want, Dorothy. Sicilians take these things very seriously.
On with this charade any longer. There is something else. I'm black. Now, if that's a problem for you, I'm white. Of course, that'll cost you extra.
Oh, Marguerite, I could kiss you.
And I don't go for that freaky stuff.
Money. You know, I always thought it was sad. I outlived my whole family. But I never knew it was going to be a punishment.
The hotel business started to slump. Hundreds of people got laid off. I went looking for work.
Farmer, if I hadn't faked that heart attack.
My life will be ruined if this ever gets home to St. Olaf.
What'll they do, Rose? Revoke your ice fishing license? Take back your helmet with the horns? I mean, I'm the injured party. Obviously, I'm destined to never see Frank Sinatra face to face.
Oh, ladies, listen. As long as we're not going to die after all, I suggest everything we said tonight won't go any further than the three of us.
Well, back in the Scouts, we used to make it official by pricking our fingers with a penknife and taking a blood oath. What do you say, girls?
Oh, shut up, Rose.
I'm glad everything's back to normal.
Calm down, everybody. How did this happen?
I remember.
That moron made us promise we'd have our heads frozen and meet 100 years later.
And we did it?
We should blow out those candles before Mr. Hickenlooper has the entire volunteer fire brigade up here pumping water on my clean kitchen floor. I swear that man will look for any excuse to make that siren sound through his nose. Inga Lundqvist told me just this last week. I know. Shut up, Rose, and blow out your...
Your kidney?
My kidney? Why would she need a kidney?
To feed the cat, Rose! Have it hauled away and I'll split.
That does it. You don't have any choice. You're hauling that tree away, capiche?
You Italians have got some temper.
You Italians?
With disdain in his voice, he said it. Now you're gonna pay.
Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy. Oh, that's right.
Happy birthday, Dorothy.
I'm sorry I missed that one. I would love to have been there, but I was...
At the home, we know, Mom.
How's the cake coming, Sophia?
Beautiful. I got everything.
But the way I see it is that you gave Stan to Gloria. But Stan is not a stick. He's not a Betsy Wetsy. He's not a rubber ball. He's a man.
You are so wise.
I listen to a lot of talk radio. I think your love...
Hello. Wow, aren't you Tiffany Blaine? The lady on Grab That Dough who stands in front of stuff and does this.
Yes, I...
No hugging, no kissing. Let's just do it and get it over with.
Sounds like the last few years of our marriage.
I wish it was that good.
Wasn't that bad.
No, you're right. The important thing is that it's over. Come on in.
Hello, Sophia.
So did you bring the young Chippy with you?
Ah, come on. Lamb sauce for breakfast.
Mother Teresa. It's a recipe from her new workout book.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
What are you eating, Sophia?
Linguine with clam sauce.
For breakfast?
Morning, everybody. What's that you're eating, Sophia? It's incredible. 364 days a year could be gagging on a peach.
Days? Saturday and Sunday, he and the other farmers became volunteer policemen. Of course, the only crime in St. Olaf was that more people didn't practice better oral hygiene. So most of the time they just sat around the jailhouse and took pictures of each other behind the bars in goofy poses.
Ma, what's the point?
With a story, you get a point. With an anecdote, pure entertainment.
Look, we are very upset about Rose. We don't want to be entertained.
And a lobster.
Blanche!
I'm fine. Ooh, a wonderful strawberry shake.
Strawberry, I bet that'd go great with a burger.
Ma, you're being a little insensitive, aren't you? Life, and Ken, could you give up the circus for me? Could you give up the laughter, the smiles on those children's faces?
You know something, Dorothy? I don't think I could. Could I give up the fat lady for you? No. Could I give up the elephants for you? No. The chimps? That's me. Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
Well, Dorothy, I'm ready to go to work. How do I look?
Oh, Ma, you look adorable.
Adorable. I want to look aggressive, powerful, like a corporate killer.
Lose the hat. Perfect. Now you look like the activities director at a retirement home.
Diet Coke, I'm going out again tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Dorothy. How was the funeral?
It was a humdinger, Blanche. We closed the place.
Where's Sophia?
She's taking this pretty hard. I guess she needs a couple of lousy dollars.
That's the one.
I don't believe it.
You're going to be on TV. I've been trying to get us on that show for 6 months.
Oh, that show is my favorite game show.
Oh, mine too, and I think Guy Corman is the cutest host on TV. He's like Gene Rayburn, Chuck Woolery, and Bob Eubanks all rolled into one.
That's a...
Say no.
Blanche, what was all that stuff with Harry? You know, the man has not dated since his wife died.
Well, you can't spend your whole life in mourning, especially when you're the most eligible bachelor in town.
In Sicily, we have a simple rule. If your husband dies, you wait 20 years or until you grow a mustache.
Hard feelings. Lars kept trying to run Ben down with his bicycle. But with only one leg, I mean, now how fast could he run? Well, finally, Uncle Ben suggested something to clear the air once and for all. For 1 week, he would be Lars's personal Wiedenfruit.
Gloria and Philip were both afraid that Candy would persuade the old man to change his will. And they both hoped that pinning the crime on the other would make them the sole inheritor.
Well, there you have it.
I'm going to rub out Melvin's little friend, Mookie the Sailor. You wouldn't try me.
No, please, Blanche, I'll do anything you say.
Thought you'd see it my way.
Oh, Pop was...
Turned my home into a halfway house for recently released criminals.
Yes, Rose, you are the smartest person in the world. Burger world.
Rose, if I use this permit, any kind of scum could walk through the door. Thieves, murderers, men who haven't seen a woman for 10 years, who've been doing nothing but lifting.
But he really likes you, Dorothy.
Everyone is beautiful because they're beautiful on the inside.
I cannot believe
People
this.
are
I
like
have a
snow
great
globes.
guy like Stephen just crazy about me, and I'm wasting my time here with all these grinning idiots. Let's go home.
We said we'd stay till after the meeting.
Just a word of caution. Don't doze off. I think...
When you brought your mother in, so either pay up or Sophia should move out.
Oh, thank you very much. But if anybody is going to put my mother out in the cold, it's going to be me. No, Rose, forget it.
She did sort of just dump the old lady on us, didn't she?
Oh, now your butt...
Stop the watch.
Oh, come on. Now, what is going on? Why are you guys on this sudden exercise kick?
The Harlan twins have asked Rose and me to spend next weekend with them.
Cruising in the Bahamas.
Oh, so you're trying to lose weight.
Oh, more than lose weight, Dorothy. We're giving ourselves a total makeover. Dr. Elliot Clayton has bonged every female member of the country club. Can you let that happen to Dorothy? Can you let that happen to little Mei Ling? Hasn't she suffered enough?
Not as much as I have listening to that story.
Forget this. The photographers. Wave to the fans.
Rose, they're about to announce the winner.
I wish Blanche would have come to see me win my award.
Honey, this thing with Doug and Clayton has been pretty rough on her.
Just to bring me up to speed.
You have to dress up to please him. Now, maybe I can help you come up with a costume. What's he like?
Well, he's serious and conservative and concerned about the world around him.
I know, a nursey. He'd like a nursey.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Figured after 38 years you deserve something major. Listen, I know we've had our differences, but you've always stuck by me when it really counted. I'll always love you for that, Dorothy.
Oh,
Stanley. Stanley, what are all these deductions for a court? Ma, he's tired of being a lawyer, so he's joining the circus.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, right. One day the man's a lawyer, the next he's a clown. Perfectly natural.
Ma, please, this is hard enough as it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I just tend to get a little upset when people...
Said presentation is very important. Oh, whenever I saw you coming down the hall with that ceramic bowl and a paintbrush, I'd run and hide under my bed and cry. Then you'd rub some on my doll.
Oh, Dorothy, push the doorbell.
The door's open.
I know, but push it anyway.
Then that's what you'll get. Oh, God, you gave me an R cup.
Ma, will you stop that here?
Listen, we're the only family Rose has here, so we have to help her through whatever she's going through.
Right.
Sure. So, here's to Rose. Whatever happens, whatever...
My favorite little girl.
I love you.
I love you too.
It ain't gonna worry me for long. It ain't gonna worry me for long. I'll get up in the morning and I'll still be singing my song.
Good.
Here, pussycat, taste this.
Oh, Mom.
Bring to a near boil.
Ma, I could have burned my lips. What are you doing?
My eyesight is going, so I like a prank I can hear.
Oh, hi, Rose. Oh, Rose, now come on. You're not still mad at us because we changed your Woman of the Year application.
Honey, we're so sorry. I just hate it when you're mad at us and get like this.
Okay, you're forgiven.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Well, I thought it all over and you were... Yeah. How would you like to star in my video?
Are there any nude love scenes involved? No, because if it's integral to the plot, I'll be more than happy to do it.
You see, Dorothy, Sophia wants to be in my video. Why won't you?
Dorothy's always been a little camera shy. You'd be, too, if you looked like Fess Parker in heels.
All over between us, Chrissy. This is the woman I love. Seeing Dorothy again made me realize how superficial my relationship with you really was. Sure, the sex was great. Terrific, actually. But it's okay with Dorothy, too.
Offered us a drink. That is, until one of the truckers noticed my wedding band. Well, I was so stunned I couldn't speak. But Becky Sue spoke right up. She said, "Oh, that's all right. She's a widow."
Oh, Blanche, you poor baby.
I know. You can bet the next time I decided to party when George was out of town on business, I left that wedding ring at home.
Who is it?
It's Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Priscilla, you're getting married tomorrow. You should be in bed.
There's not going to be a wedding.
The hell there isn't. Sorry, dear, you were saying...
Ramon and I had a fight. I decided I'm not going to marry him.
Oh, honey, now... I did it out of spite because you lost the pre-measured cup off my NyQuil.
Rose, I took your stupid cup. And you know why? Because I feel lousy. And being mean to you makes me feel better.
Dorothy's Bordak. You can go straight to H-E double hockey sticks.
So we're a family. We're a family stuck in a diner on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but at least we're together.
Boy, I know I'm feeling better. My craving for cheesecake has returned.
That man was so nice to us. I wish there was something we could do for him.
Maybe there is.
I've done this a whole life's long. Let's call an end to it, okay?
Sure, whatever.
So, you thinking about getting a facelift? For your, how do I put this delicately? Turkey waddle or what? I'm confused.
Honey, you think you're confused? Take a look at our horn section.
didn't want to make eye contact with anybody going to the 5th floor, the sperm floor.
I think you're overreacting.
Perverts looked at us like we were perverts. I know that look.
I thought it'd be more bank-like.
Unfair.
Well, that's because it is. There are 3 million homeless, hungry people in this country.
What bothers me is those people out there are being fed today because it's Christmas, but what do they eat tomorrow?
When the great communicator talked about his vision of a city on a hill, I wonder if it included people sleeping on gratings in the street.
Beautiful. Mwah. I'll call you in the morning and make the arrangements. So long, Sophia. You're beautiful, too.
Why did I ever marry that man?
Because he knocked you up.
The other team are the X's, and you're all O's.
It's easy to remember. It's the number of points you scored this season.
Now, the tight end decoys, so it looks like we're running a draw play, and then he slips into a soft spot in the zone over the middle. The flanker fakes a screen. Then I have a terrific idea. Before we go home to spend Christmas with our families, why don't we have a little celebration right here, St. Olaf style?
Now, I will not drink eggnog while wearing a cast iron brassiere.
We don't do that at Christmas. We do that at Easter.
Rose!
I told her to get the hell out of my room.
Oh, Sophia, I want to explain about last night. When I was a little girl, one summer we had a terrible thunderstorm.
Excuse me, Rose, have I given you any indication at all that I care?
Girls, my father's coming.
We learned to love each other, thank God, but it wasn't our idea. There were 8 unmarried girls and 8 unmarried boys in the village that spring.
How'd they decide who went with who?
Height. If I hadn't stood on that rock, I'd have ended up with Luigi the pig boy.
You'll think about next week, Rose.
I will, Arnie.
Talk to you soon.
Well, it looks like you and Arnie are getting pretty serious. What is your plan?
His dog died.
That's your plan?
No, I'm going to replace his dog.
Rose, you don't even like bringing me my slippers.
No, I'm going to get him a new pet to replace.
Oh, no. I just have something in my eye.
That's dog love in your eyes.
All right, I admit it. I love dogs. It just breaks my heart that dog is gone.
I know. I felt the same way when I dropped him off. That's why I stopped.
Weekend, but I'll check in with you on Monday. I love you too. Bye.
How is Big Daddy?
I think he's just missing me. He's a little blue. But when this festival is over, I'll fly up to Atlanta and spend a few days with him. Come on, darling. Come on.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's a couple that's willing to pay $400 a night for a room. And just stay out of it.
I can't do that.
Let me tell you a story. Sicily, 1912. Picture this. 2 young girls, best friends, who shared 3 things. A pizza recipe, some dough, and a dream. Everything is going great until one day...
Never know, because of you. You took away my choices. How can I ever forgive you for that?
Baseball was meant to be seen from the bleachers in small, intimate parks with real grass. If there's anything I hated, it's artificial turf.
That never stopped you from wearing it on your head.
Sophie, I'm having too much fun to be bothered by your insults. Are you comfy, babe?
Yeah. You know, this must be my lucky day. You never leave home without it.
Blanche, I'm not sure. Miles has never given me the slightest reason to distrust him.
I am pretty good at that.
Oh, you could charm the pants off anybody. I have to believe that, otherwise I was easy.
But Dorothy, it's different this time. Sure, I've scraped the bottom of the barrel before, but this time I don't even have a barrel.
Oh, Stan, will you stop whining? It's pathetic.
That's the most...
Oh, you...
Oh, no,
Girls, what's the difference? The important thing is we're all friends again.
Maybe you're all friends again, but not me. I don't forgive, I don't forget, and I'm prone to growing moles. I can't help it, I'm Italian. Where he finds both. The man laughs for the first time in months and finds inspiration in a beautiful peasant girl, wise beyond her years. When the cafe is closed, she takes him home with her. 3 glorious days they make love and drink wine. He returns to his command, prepared to leave.
Dorothy, Sophia's not sick. She didn't eat a bad cannoli. So whoever called and said that was just making the whole thing up.
Rose, Dorothy made the whole thing up. She doesn't want to go with us.
Well, it was that A St. Valentine's Day massacre. It was Chicago, and in those days, Chicago stood for 2 things.
What were they?
How the hell should I know? What am I, Studs Terkel? I forgot.
Well, let's not just sit around wasting time eating chocolates. Let's do something constructive.
But more people don't think like 9-year-olds.
Hello? Yes, she is. Here, Rose, for you.
Hello? Yes? It's the president!
Rose. Oh, Rose. Grow up. Sophia. Richard. You know I am very, very fond of you. But I think we have a problem.
A problem? Let's look at it.
Well, when you first proposed to me, the thing that scared me the most was the idea of being a mother again.
And those look like Blanche's red shoes.
And aren't they her diamond earrings and gold bracelet?
That little floozy stole Blanche's clothes.
It's like having Agatha Christie right here in our kitchen.
But isn't that where one woman and another...
We already know what it means.
But Jean's a very attractive woman. She could have any man she wants.
She doesn't want them.
Well, why not? A man has so much more to offer, you know what I mean, Dorothy?
Yeah, I found that out when Mark Perper was running for...
Was paying attention.
Oh, we sure were. Especially Dorothy. She even talked about taking up sculpting.
Really, Doc?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said you'd like to help him mold his clay or buff his marble anytime.
Rose, you're such a kidder.
I call my new act Sophia and Sophia. Get a load of this. Hi, Sophia. Oh, hello, Sophia. How are you feeling today? Oh, I got a little arthritis in my neck. I was wondering why my wrist was hurting.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you. Well, I guess we have no choice. I'll call my relatives in Minnesota and make arrangements to send baby back to the farm.
Oh, you can't do that.
Well, I'm just as disappointed as you are. No, it's been great having a pig living in the house. But we can't jeopardize baby's health. The doctor...
This part needs a little work. And then now here's the chorus. It ain't gonna worry me for long. It ain't gonna worry me for long. I'll get up in the morning and I'll still be singing my song.
No sex life.
Now, I knew somebody who had 7 husbands and 6 of them died of stomach ailments. Well, they arrested her. She'd been putting ground glass in their salads. Why?
Because she ran out of croutons. Because she wanted to kill them, Rose.
Sorry for the interruptions, but I think every 80-year-old in the city has gone berserk.
Hey, what can you say? There were some sick people out there. By the way, will my monkey be okay on my lap, or should I get a chair?
I have a place for your monkeys.
Pepperoni to bring to her family's table. She gets hysterical. She starts to run. She runs through the field, the meadow, over the hill until she comes to a raging river filled with pepperoni swimming upstream.
Pepperoni swimming upstream.
Yeah, I know it's odd. Pepperoni is a land meat.
Okay, Mrs. Hawkins. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about your mother's history.
Picture it. Sicily, 1900. An olive-skinned woman set sail for the New World.
I was talking about her medical history.
So was I. You think that was a pleasure cruise?
May God bless and oi!
Oh, look, a holy man in need of help. Let me help you, oh holy man.
And then something changed. I made friends, I found support, and of course I had Ma. Frightening, gaping Ma. You know something, it's kind of nice having a sister around. Say, why don't we put Ma back in her room and then you can room with me?
Guaranteed to make me gain back that pound.
Ma, all this eating you're doing is ridiculous. Now, I am sure you are already back up to 99 pounds.
We'll see. Wrong again, Kreskin. Still 98.
98 pounds? I can't remember the last time I weighed 98. Probably.
It's Scandinavian for someone who docks his boat in a handicapped slip.
I think it's time that man was exposed for what he really is. I'm going to go over there and tell him off right now.
Blanche.
Him.
I love you, Josie.
A trip to the hospital is the best thing for you.
You think I'm stupid? This scam has Shady Pines written all over it.
Ma, be serious.
Come on, we're all adults here. I see the way you've been eyeing my bedroom. Wouldn't a wet bar go great where the old lady is?
Ma, that's ridiculous. Why would I take it?
Okay. What about Dreyfus? The other day I thought he was lost, so I got a second dog, and then the first one came back.
Sophia, are you kidding me?
Come see for yourself.
Wow, 2 Dreyfuses.
No, 1 Dreyfus.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh, let's face it, girls. We have no idea which one of us Laszlo wants to use.
Well, I think it's obvious, Dorothy. The man is an artist. He has taste. He cannot help but pick the woman with the most grace, the most style, the most femininity.
I can't. My taxi's waiting. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you.
For what?
For convincing me to go back home. I figured I'd give it another try.
Oh, that's great. What was it I said?
Nothing. I just decided I didn't want to be as...
Grammar and Mario's story for his English class. This is really terrific.
It's not terrific. It's just okay.
It is much better than okay. Blanche, I want you to listen.
Don't read it. You're going to embarrass me.
All right, I'll just read it from there to there, okay?
If you only read it from there to there, you'll miss the spirit of the whole piece. Take it from...
Hi. I hope I'm not too early.
You're right on time. There's something I want to tell you. I'm not the baby's mother. I'm a grandmother.
I don't believe this.
I should have told you sooner.
I was the only one.
Oh, your date must have been horrified. No, her brother was a really good sport about it.
Trudy and I played a lot of practical jokes on each other. It was all part of a happy, healthy rivalry.
Oh, I was the butt of all kinds. The girls parked company and head for America, never to see one another again. Rose, one of those girls was me. The other one you probably know as Mama Celeste. Oh, my God. She found a cheaper home. Blanche, please don't sell the house. What the hell is that holding up your stocking?
Get out of there. Girls, listen, I know I told Mr. Yakamura that I'd sell him the house, but I just don't think it's fair to make that decision by myself now.
George, what do you say? We'd really love to have you.
Maybe some other time.
What about forgive and forget, Dot?
I am not Dot. Goodbye, George.
Bye, Dot.
Where are you going? Going to New York.
Great, let's do it.
You're not invited, Oliver. I'm going.
Now, if you ask me, we are doing fine. Starting out slow, going in on that certificate of deposit together. I mean, it's the simplest form of investment. An idiot couldn't screw it up. By the way, Rose, what was the rate today for the CD at the bank?
I didn't go to the... Please be serious. You're just saying that so I won't set you up with any more women.
No, Blanche.
Well, then you're saying it because you're trying to get back at me for something.
Blanche.
Clay, I know you too well for this. After all, I know it can't be true. You're my brother.
It's true.
Oh, look, it's a letter from my friends, Philomena and Dominic Bosco back in Sicily.
Oh.
They're visiting Miami and they're bringing their daughter, Gina.
Who are they?
Oh, well, Gina and I were born within minutes of each other at the same hospital in Brooklyn. That's when Ma became friendly with Philomena, before the family moved back to Sicily.
Will the Boscos be... Come on, Dorothy, we're starting.
He kissed me. He gave me flowers.
Dorothy, come on, it's almost time. Over here, honey, please.
Don't do this to me.
Bobby Seale.
It's getting warm in here.
Tom Hayden.
Oh, God, you're good.
Abby.
Okay. Just come on in here, you. What do you want?
I don't understand you. I see a perfectly healthy, intelligent person living like this, alone.
I'm not alone.
It's really nice.
He is. We've had a wonderful time together these past few weeks. Girls, I really like him. And I think he likes me.
Just don't ruin it and sleep with him.
Of course not, Ma. I only do that with men I plan to scar psychologically.
Boom, boom, dead. Just like that, in his sleep. 98 years old, no apparent cause.
I don't like hospitals either. They're full of germs. I always hold my breath in the elevators because there are sick people in the elevators and it's such a small space. And once I had to go to the 8th floor in a hospital and...
You just made a bid.
Oh.
You did this.
I have 35, thank you. Who will give me
Great, Dorothy.
Well, relax, Blanche. It's only $30.
Oh, it's $30,000.
$30,000 just for doing that?
I have 35. Who will give me 40?
What did you do?
Family and poltergeist felt.
Does Rose Nyland live here?
Oh, I'm sorry, you missed her. She just left with her cadet troop.
Could we help you?
I'm Alexei Bovinov from the Russian embassy. Premier Gorbachev read Rose's letter and would like to meet with her.
And for Dorothy and me to meet some men.
Me too.
Dorothy?
Oh, my God! Somebody get help!
Oh, girls, thank God you're here. I'm sorry I scared you. The doctor just wants me to stay here overnight for observation.
Honey, don't...
I know. I bet you do undercover work.
And I'll bet he does it damn well.
You'll have to excuse my mother. She,
Are really neat knots.
Dorothy, guess who's here?
My date.
Your husband.
I don't have a husband. Call the police.
Your ex-husband.
I'll call the police.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Stan.
Dorothy. In the future, I would appreciate a little advance notice when you expect...
God will turn that paper bird into a real one, which I believe because why would a mother lie? So every day I'm being very good and praying and looking for any sign of life and becoming very attached to that ridiculous paper bird. So you... Yes.
Dorothy, when you get around my age, two things happen. One, you get more intuitive about the weather, and two, corn becomes your enemy.
Ma, even if there is a hurricane coming...
Don't patronize me.
It's just that I really wanted to come to this restaurant. I didn't mean to eat behind your back.
I was going to take you to a lovely restaurant tomorrow night.
I know. Captain Sam's Twilight 2-for-1 special. Nice piece of perch, your choice of potatoes or rice.
Left me. Chrissy left me for a younger man.
Younger than Chrissy? Where did she meet him? Camp Snoopy?
I didn't want to say anything. What the hell?
Anywhere they... Hey, I do have it pretty good. Now, if I could just get you to crack the window when you lock me in the car.
Ma, stop it now. I want you to behave yourself. We're here to give Rose moral support on her big day, and I don't want you doing or saying anything to embarrass her.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Rose.
This is the harlot. Magic carpet ride. The human luge.
But she was never cuter than when she simply called you shore leave.
Oh, God, I miss that moment.
Next thing I knew, we were in Atlantic City. Dorothy, I swear to you, it was just that one time. Forgive me.
Forgive you. Forgive you. I'm sitting at home with two screaming kids praying that you'll sell enough chain link to put food on the table, and you're off planting your flag on Mount Olympus.
Dorothy, make it sound so cheap.
Your bra, what was your lucky handkerchief doing in there? I was blowing my breasts, Rose. I stuffed it in to give me cleavage. To turn on the butcher so I could get a decent piece of veal.
Your first date ever?
That's right. I've never been with a woman. Well, not in the biblical sense. Whoops, there I go again. You can take the boy out of the seminary.
Let me get this straight.
That crack about the nautical toilet.
You lost your head.
Oh, I'm having a vision.
सवारी मारे भाया जयंती मारे भाया सवारी मारे भाया मोहरा गड़ा जाना हो बायर चरणे मछली झुकाऊची 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 यह गलिये भया मन भी बोल छाया मधन्य बिताऊचू हरी यारी सवारी सवारी मारे भाया जयंती मारे भाया सवारी मारे भाया लोक झुरण